Sure. Hi, Ken.
Hey, Drew. How are you today, Janet?
Good. How are you?
I'm fine.
Are you at work?
Yes, I am. So I'm only gonna be here for a few minutes.
Okay.
Are we actually gonna even have a quorum?
I have no idea. I have no idea, Ken.
I see Nick, Hillary.
Yeah. Debbie Friedman's here. Hi, Nick.
Hey, hello, Janet.
Hey, Nick.
Hello, Ken. Hello, Deb.
Oh, Deb's here too.
Yes.
Oh,
Hey, Hillary, you gonna join us? There she is.
that's it.
It's America. So, all right. So, you got to call this meeting together for emergency. A health agent called this meeting. So, please go ahead, Hillary.
That's Debbie Friedman
Yeah,
there.
I see Deb. Yeah. Hillary is here, correct? Yes.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
here. Sorry, I had a question on the phone about a water test that I was just finishing up. So, did you open the meeting?
Yes, ready to go.
Okay, good. So I wanted us to have a quick emergency meeting so that we could talk about our case counts, the cluster at the school, and sort of what's going on in the community. So in the school, we have 8 cases, 8 active cases. We've had over 20 kids on quarantine. We're doing test and say, so those that aren't close contacts can come to school. They get tested every morning and then they can stay if they're negative. We've caught 1 additional positive from the test and stay program. So that program seems useful. The transmission that we've seen, some has been in school and some has been out of school. Just following up with our cases and talking with them and trying to understand what's going on and how folks are getting the virus. We also at the same time have had cases in 3 restaurants just this week that popped in. Those folks are all, some are going to Outer Cape Health for testing, some have gone to Cape Cod Hospital for testing, some have done the Binax testing that we have here at the office. Something that troubles me with the Binax tests that we have at the office is that I think some folks are taking them and not following up with the PCR if and when they're positive. So that's one of the requirements, is that you follow the labeling on the box, which guides you through a test taking process with a proctor on the other end. If you bypass the proctor, you bypass the process that's important to us, by which your positive gets reported into the system, and then you follow up with the PCR testing, because the Binax is just the antigen testing. So I know that's happened in at least 1 instance here. So that's not so good. And in total, we have 15 cases reported into the Maven system, but those 15 are missing some of the others who have been tested at Outer Cape Health, who have yet to be put into the system. So we have a lot of cases, and I'm getting worried. And so that's why I wanted to touch base with all of you. We've instituted masking at the school, indoors and outdoors. We've asked the soccer team to mask. I've reached out to the hockey team to see if they would mask, and they're not at that point yet where they feel it's imperative, but I think we need to do everything we can at this time to get this under control as fast as possible. Because, you know, our numbers are higher than we've seen. So with that, I'm happy to answer questions or, you know, gain your thoughts.
Okay, well, the question that I have, how many of these the cases are all associated with the school?
8.
8. So then you have 7 that are not?
Yeah, but there's reason to believe there's more. They just haven't come in through the system yet.
Well, there always could be more. The problem that I have with this is our season is just about over. And to go back to mass mandating just seems draconian measures to a degree. I'm sure everybody who loves baseball watched the Red Sox with 40,000 people in their stands without a mask. You had the New England Patriots play Tom Brady the other day. There was almost 70,000 in the stands without a mask, except the people that wanted to wear a mask. I think we're going too far over the top here. We're a small little town. We have some cases. The people that are associated within the clusters, I agree, should all be masked. But I don't think we should have to go outside those measures to force other people in town to wear a mask. I think any business, if we let them know what's going on, they can take their own steps to say we prefer masks in here or not. But I don't see that we have to force the mask mandate on a populace that right now is around 3,000 to 4,000 people. That's my opinion.
I would,
Ken,
Yeah.
I hear what you're saying, and I understand that, but I also think the fact that we have 3 cases in restaurants is significant. And I think a mask mandate really, and I know our population has gone down, but it hasn't gone down that much. You know what I mean? I mean, there's still people here, and I'm just feeling that why not be cautious with this before it really gets back and bites us. So that's just my feeling. And the 3 restaurants concern me, plus the Binex testing that may not really be accurate as far as positive, PCR testing being done.
Well,
So
let me just address
I think it's a very big unknown.
Can I just address the Binex for a second? My daughter was associated with the development of that, and she likes them. She's very happy with them. Hillary, you know my daughter, you could always contact her to see what her opinion is on that. But I think it's working well. But right now I am at work. The only thing I have a question about is why couldn't we meet tonight where maybe Gary could be associated as well?
I just selected a time that was convenient to me and put it out there. I don't, it wasn't with any,
Yeah,
That
I know
intention.
that, Hillary, but right this moment, I don't know. I truthfully, I need to go back to work because I told my boss I'd only be here for a few minutes, but I just wanted to voice my opinion that I don't think this was necessary. I'm not sure, Deb, I don't really know you. I don't know what your opinion is on this, but can we hear from Deb before we go to Nick, and then we can.
Yeah, can I just want to jump in real quick before Deb, and we do have our regularly scheduled meeting next Wednesday, October 13th, at 5 o'clock. So if it's the board's wish to, take in this information, think about it for a couple more days, and then on Wednesday we meet again, so be it. But I wanted you to have the information firsthand.
Okay.
Sorry, Deb, go ahead.
Oh,
Let me, Hillary, I'm in the car, so if I lose you guys, I apologize. But I agree with Janet. I think that we have to be cautious, and I think we have to jump on this.
Okay.
I,
Yeah, go ahead, Nick.
Yep. No, I tend to, as you probably expect, Ken, I tend to agree with the mask idea for the next week, at least until the next meeting. I think we had 7 cases in restaurants, and I just don't see the hardship in putting on a mask. I mean, I know you may feel differently about it. I don't think it's too draconian. And I think the situation, we haven't been in a situation like this yet during this pandemic, I don't think. So I would be inclined to be cautious. I don't see the hardship of a mask and distancing. And we'll see what happens this week, and we can talk about it next week. I don't know if you have a percentage of testing, Hillary.
So, yeah, when I looked at the percentage, here's
It's tricky. I know it's hard.
It's tricky. That being said, on Wednesday night, when I checked, the numbers that the state had sent out to use for the percent positivity, we had 6 cases and 146 tests taken at that time. Since then, today is what, Thursday morning, we have 15 positive cases, and I don't know how many more positive tests, but using the numbers that the state gave us last night was Wednesday, our percent positivity was at like a 4.1. If I could find the note, it was above the 3, which is what we had used as our marker, but it's not exactly accurate because we have 15 positive cases, you know, at the moment in Maiden. So
I just think the trend is a little worrisome, and I would agree with being cautious to be review thing week.
Then right this moment I have to go. So if you want to talk about other things afterwards, so if you want to vote on the idea
Am I still here, Hillary?
yeah,
reinstituting a mask mandate, you know, we can make a motion. Somebody make a motion because I need to go. I'd like to at least get my vote on the record. So Janet and Nick.
I move to introduce a mandate as
the mask order, go back to
The
the
mask
mask
order.
order.
mask order.
For 1 week until next Wednesday when we look at it again.
I don't know. Is that enough time, Hillary?
I mean, we're gonna look at it again next Wednesday, so it doesn't matter. That would at least get us till next Wednesday.
Okay, well, all in favor of reinstituting a mask mandate, vote aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Me? Okay, well, you guys have a wonderful day. I do need to go. You guys can continue the meeting.
Thanks, Ken. So that being said, I do intend to send out that sort of code red alert to people, letting them know our cases are up, that the mask order is back in place. I will share it with Lara at the Chamber of Commerce as well, who can push it out to the business community. I talked to the police chief about it and the fire chief both yesterday, so they're aware of it. And the other thing we're doing in conjunction with this is holding a pop-up testing clinic at the elementary school on Wednesday, the 13th. That's the day of our meeting, from 3 to 5. So we're going to offer free PCR testing, drive-through style at the elementary school, so we can hopefully capture some of the folks who may be involved with, you know, other positive patients in town. So we'll have the pop-up testing clinic being run by Barnstable County and the Medical Reserve Corps in conjunction with the school and the health department. If anyone wants to come out and volunteer, we're happy to have you. We will push out the mask order again through the code red system, or whatever that system is that calls people and emails people and texts people. And then we will meet again on the 13th and see where we go from there.
Okay, I just have two things to say. the first thing is I just have to say, as a Board of Health member, I was so impressed with the mobilization and the plan of the school. I thought well thought out. I thought it was contagion, preventing contagion focus, but at the same time, it took into account the population that we're trying to protect. So I just want them to know, the developers of it, that I was pleased with it, pleased to see that they just went ahead and put it in. And the second thing I wanted to say is just myself being on the SPAC board. This week is Wellfleet Oyster Week. So we are looking to encourage people to come out. The bonfire went well. There were 200 people there, and none of them were masked. Okay, and they were standing next to the bonfire. Okay, and so and we sold 200 tickets, which is going to be an outdoor wine and oyster feat at the galleries. But we're looking to gather those people now. I don't know where they're coming from. Blah 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 blah. So that's. Just know that at the same time we're trying to, do the right thing, we're also asking people to come out and be together. So to me, I think this is the safest thing to do. It may, people may feel it's overreacting. I don't, so.
Well, and I think we
Should be
do want people to still gather. But
Yes,
we want them to be safe. And if
Yeah.
we know that the
Right.
masking provides a level of safety,
right.
and we know it's not forever, it's until our cases are under control. So I think we need to be clear in the messaging that we're having an outbreak in town right now. We haven't seen this before, and we need to get it under control before it gets worse. So if there's a simple, easy measure that we can take, we should be taking it. I mean, that's
Yeah.
just public health practice.
And my question is, of the three
And it's-
establishments that had positive COVID cases, have they put mask mandates in?
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
okay, thank you.
Mhm.
Very good. All right.
And 2 of the 3 have shut down for at least a day or 2 to clean, disinfect, and send folks off for testing. So,
Okay,
With respect to what Janet said, it doesn't have either or. I think you can try to functions just with a little caution,
right.
yes.
And thank you, Hillary, for all you do. And all the worrying you do. Thank you. Your worrying is not unrecognized.
Okay, yeah, I mean, I just,
Or
we
not
have to talk
appreciated.
about it. We have to
Appreciated.
talk about it. That's all.
Good. Yes, good. Okay. We're with
Okay,
you.
so onward I roll to get
We're
the
with you.
word out.
Yep. All right.
Okay, thank you, Hillary, so much.
Thank you, everybody. We'll
Bye,
see you
Deb.
next
Bye.
week.
Do you want to formally
Bye-bye,
adjourn
guys.
the meeting?
Oh,
Thank
yeah,
you, Hillary.
yes. I formally adjourn the meeting, emergency meeting of the Board of Health at 2:17 on 10/7/21. And
Before
the
you
me-
adjourn,
the
I just
meeting-
want to check my email real quick because we were having a staffing issue at the transfer station as well because of COVID. So I talked to Jay just a little while ago, and we're trying to find some staff to backfill so that the transfer station can be open over the weekend because we've got some COVID quarantining going on, so. That's
Hillary,
all
can
I
I
got
ask
for
you,
now.
Hillary, has anyone had to go to the hospital?
I don't know that I can tell you that.
Yes, I don't think you can.
Okay.
The state can, but
No,
you
I'm
can't.
not asking for names. I just was curious.
Yeah,
if
yeah,
anyone-
Yeah.
the
That's
state
all.
can, but you can, but it's on the state.
Okay. Yep.
The other question I had, is the meeting at 5 or
Oh, I
5
thought they would release.
Wednesday?
So if we could do the meeting at 5:30 next Wednesday, that would be great.
Yeah, because that's Ken's need too, because he
Okay.
doesn't, yes, yes.
That's
So it's
perfect.
5:30, okay.
5:30.
Very
And
good.
yeah, we don't have any variances in yet, so that's good. So we can just talk COVID and testing and whatever.
Very good.
And wastewater.
Yes, 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 yes. COVID
Okay.
and wastewater. Perfect. Okay, great.
Okay,
All right, I got my marching orders.
bye,
Bye.
Bye-bye.
bye,
Bye, everyone.
bye, Nick.
Bye-bye. Bye, guys.